So today we are going to be talking about some of my favorite badass female characters. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Tasana from the War of Lost Hearts series by Carissa Broadbent. This is book 1, Daughter of No Worlds. At the beginning of this series, Tasana is a slave, and through some difficult situations, she fights herself to freedom and goes in search of this group of magic wielders called the Order in hopes of gaining their support to go back to free the rest of the slaves that she left behind. Not only is she fighting for herself, but she's also fighting for the freedom of other people, and I think that that is just 100% badass. Viv from Legends and Lattes. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Joe, this is a cozy fantasy about a coffee shop. I know, but I think it is so important for a strong female character to not only know when to fight, but also when to lay their sword down and move on to a quieter life. I think that that is so brave. Viv laid down everything that she knew in search of a quieter life, and she put everything that she had into this coffee shop, not knowing how it was going to do or what was going to happen. Persephone from Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. This is a webtoon series. Persephone is such a resilient character. Persephone's mom is pretty much like a helicopter parent, and she's a little bit overbearing. Persephone herself has been isolated in the mortal realm until the beginning of this book when she is allowed to go to Olympus University. So as she is met with all of these new people and all of these new experiences, she takes everything in stride, and when somebody tries to knock her down, she just gets right back up. Plus, she is just awesome. Her powers are amazing. Her willingness to love other people is so beautiful, and I just think she is so awesome. Jules from Resting Witch Face by Juliet Cross, and also in the Stay a Spell series as a whole. Jules is one of the Savoy sisters, and she is just genuinely like a rock for the rest of her family. Jules takes on a lot of responsibility throughout this series, and not only that, she takes on the responsibility of the safety of her family. She makes the tough decisions that not everybody is going to like, but she garners so much respect in her community and also in the paranormal community as a whole. She is just such a strong female character, and I love her so much. Delora from A Soul to Heal. This is book 2 in the Duskwalker Bride series. Now, on the surface of this series is pretty much like a fun monster romance, but in this book specifically, Delora deals with a lot of mental health issues. She has suicidal ideation, she is very depressed, she has PTSD, and she struggles with a lot throughout the course of this book. But as the title suggests, she begins to heal, and I think that that is such a beautiful characteristic of a badass female character. Just the sheer strength that it takes to get through some of the things that Delora goes through in this book. I just think she is just such a fabulous character. Both Gideon and Harrow from Gideon the Ninth. I have only read book 1, so I'm not sure if their badassery continues, but these women are just so amazing. Harrow is the reverend daughter of the Ninth House, and at the beginning of this book, the Emperor invites all of the heirs of all of the 9 houses to compete in this battle of wits and will, and Gideon goes with her as her first sword. Gideon has such an amazing sense of humor that I just die for, and Harrow is so driven and so cunning and so smart and conniving, and I just love their dynamic together. I think they're both badass. Neva Saint from Real by Kennedy Ryan. Not only throughout the course of this book is she chasing her dreams and striving for it and actually, going for it, she's also dealing with health struggles and her estrangement from her family. And I just think that through all of this, she keeps such a good attitude about it all. Her willingness to love and her willingness to forgive just makes her so badass, in my opinion. Bennett Sharp from Sea of Ruin. This girl goes through hell and back. She witnesses death. She experiences horrible assault, and still she is willing to get back up and fight. She is one of the most badass characters that I have ever read about. She is a pirate captain, for God's sake. She is so amazing and just strong, and I want to be Bennett Sharp when I grow up. Jack from the Wayward Children series, specifically book 2, Down Among the Sticks and Bones. Jack is a mad scientist. She is so deliciously intelligent. She is so loyal and kind while also being a little bit dry and standoffish, and she can be so sarcastic and funny, but she is so amazingly intelligent and willing to try anything and everything to protect those that she loves. I think that she is so badass. And last but not least, we have Fidel from the Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne. Fidel goes through anything and everything that you can imagine. She is knocked down so many times, and yet she continues to get back up. Her faith in other people is something to be admired, and she is is just so strong. Her growth throughout this series is such an amazing thing to witness. She is just so beautifully feminine and eloquent, and she stands tall no matter what horrors come to pass in front of her. I think that she is just so amazingly badass. I cannot even put it into words, okay? So those are some badass female characters for you all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to check down below for all of the other amazing people who are doing this video today. Thank you so much to Becky from BeckX Reads for asking me to be a part of this wonderful collab. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. I hope you have a fantastic day, gorgeous, and I will see you next time.